Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review of the Soph X Makeup Revolution palette. This is a YouTube collab palette by Sophie Loves Nails. I believe that's her title. I've never really watched her videos, but I heard all about this because you guys have all been raving about this palette, so I thought I needed to check it out. I think from first impressions, when I looked at the pictures of this palette, it looks absolutely beautiful. I love the packaging. I think it's very, you know, very simple. Got like really nice pops of colour and maybe part of Sophie's personality. I don't really know much about Makeup Revolution. It's not a brand that I've purchased quite frequently before. I think I had bought some blusher from them a few years ago, but never really used it because I didn't really like the quality of their blusher. But when I saw that this palette come out and I saw you guys raving about it, I thought I needed to test it, needed to check it out, and I was so surprised by the cost of this palette. £10. It's like 24 eyeshadows for £10, which is amazing. So honestly, first of all, what I want to say is well done to Sophie. I mean, this must be your little baby, and I hope that it's everything you wanted it to be. And yeah, so if you guys want to see my review, how I did this eye look, and then kind of my overall opinion, then keep on watching. The first shade that I'm going to take is this one right here, which is called Tiramisu. And I'm just going to dip into that and apply that just into my crease. Sorry about the lighting in here, it's really dark outside and I still do not have a ring light. So I do have a little one, but I tried it and it makes like a really high-pitched noise, which you can hear in the video, and it's also so bright I can't bloody see anything, so I goes against using it, if I'm honest. So I'm just going to dip back into that. So this is the third time that I've dipped into this shade, just to kind of get some pigment. It does apply really nicely. It's quite, I guess in comparison to my skin tone, you probably don't see it as well. If you were a lighter skin tone, I think this would really come up onto your skin. So now I'm just going to take this e.l.f. blending brush and I'm going to dip it into the shade right here, which is called Peaches. And it's a really nice kind of like peachy pinky colour. And I'm just going to put that into my crease just to warm it up a little bit. You can't really see this shade all that much, I don't think. On me anyway, you can't. But it is a really, really pretty shade, and I just think if you want something a bit more neutral and natural, it's a really great shade to go for. Now I'm just going to take this, I don't even know what type of shadow brush this is, but I'm going to take this and I'm going to dip it into this red shade right here, and this is called Danger. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put this all over my lid. I'm going to start from the outer corner and I'm going to just bring it in, so you kind of intensify the outer corner like so. And I'm just going to drag it in slightly. I really, really like this shade. It does kind of take a while to really intensify, but I think you probably just need a few layers and it works really well. I kind of like wanted to create just a random look today. I had no idea what I wanted to do, and because I was wearing this colour, I thought let's just go with that red because it at least matches what I'm wearing. And it's such a pretty shade. Now what I'm going to do is just take this, the first blending brush I used, and I'm going to dip back into Tiramisu, which is this like brownie coloured shade, and I'm just going to blend out the edges a little bit more using that brush. Now that's done, I'm going to take this flat-ended brush and I'm going to dip it into Peaches, and I'm going to stick that underneath my lower lashes. Now that's done, I'm going to use the same brush and I'm going to dip it into the Tiramisu, which is the first brownie shade that I used. And I'm just going to go over Peaches. I'm going to take this shade right here, which is Rosewood, and I'm going to just apply that just in the centre of my lower lash line and draw it out towards the outer corner. So I'm just going to finish the rest of my makeup and then I'm going to jump back on camera and show you the final look. So this is the final look, guys. I hope you enjoyed my little mini tutorial. I do like to kind of add a little tutorial into my eyeshadow palette reviews, just because it just shows you what they look on me. Obviously I'm not a makeup artist, and I like to reiterate this because obviously I don't have the same level of skill applying eyeshadow as a makeup artist would, but I do love to show you how I applied my makeup. This palette is really sweet. I love the eye look that I created. It's really simple, it's very me. I found applying the shades really easy to do. I did have to go into some of the shades a few times just because my brush wasn't really picking up the pigment all that much, or maybe not as much as I like. But I just went in maybe 2 or 3 times and I managed to get the kind of colour that I wanted. They all blended really well, and I think the shades in this palette are so beautiful and so diverse. I love that you've got a variety of shimmer shades and matte shades, but they're kind of unique, different shades, not ones that I would usually see in a palette. Obviously a lot of palettes that you buy are either really warm tone or cool tone or like pinky reds, and I quite like that this is a little bit more diverse in terms of shades. So well done Sophie for that. It's a really beautiful palette. I did find that the eyeshadows are a little bit drying, and that's okay. I think for the price you kind of pay for what you get, and it is a very lovely palette, and I think for £10 you can't really go wrong, if I'm honest. I really like this look, and I did find it really easy to create, and I think you can create a lot of really great looks using this palette. So the next look I'll probably do with it is to use more of the shimmer shades just to test them out. I do think they are really pigmented, and I'm really drawn to like this corner right here, so I think I'll test those out next. That is like a upcoming video for you guys. But yeah, really like this palette. I think it's really sweet, and there are a few cons I would say, but there are some really amazing pros to this palette. So first of all, an amazing pro, the mirror is exceptional. You get 24 shades in a £10 palette, which is amazing. For me, I didn't like the packaging, meaning the plastic case. I tried to open this palette, it was a nightmare. I think I broke 2 nails just trying to lift it up, so I'm probably just opening it up the wrong way, but I'm just not a fan of this kind of packaging just because it's really difficult to open. I also don't like the names of shades being on a plastic slip, because for me I tend to throw these away or they get lost somewhere, and I did find that when I was trying to let you guys know what the shades were, you didn't see it in the video because I've edited it out, but I kept having to look back to remember the name to kind of share it with you. So that, I would get rid of that, but it has nothing to do with the eyeshadow. I think some of the shades probably are not really great for my skin in terms of they don't show up on my skin tone, but if you are fairer skin tone than I am, I think this would be a really beautiful palette for you. And yeah, I just think it's gorgeous. I have to say, it's just, I'm really surprised at the quality, and yeah, well done Sophie. It's a really beautiful eyeshadow palette. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.